Okay, hi guys and gals. We're looking at lesson 5.2. It's page 323. Okay. And on this page, I'm going to make sure my name's on it. You do the same. This page is just a review of what we talked about yesterday, where we have a 2-digit subtract 1 digit. Where we broke apart. And so I'm going to let you just use these numbers. We're not going to worry about doing this that's down here by the apple. Okay. We're just going to keep these number lines clean for if you need to use them to do your assignment today. All right. So go ahead and flip the page over. This is a similar lesson to what we did yesterday, where we're breaking apart 2-digit minus 1 digit, except for this time we're breaking apart a 2-digit number, but not just any 2-digit number. It's a 2-digit number in the teens. Okay? So remember, we have our minuend, our subtrahend. So in this lesson, all of the subtrahends are teens numbers. So we're going to talk about subtracting those. And we do it differently than what we do when we just have a 1-digit number. So if you look up here, we have 72 subtract 17. And if you look here, we have 43 subtract what? 18. Here we have 45 subtract 14. Here we have 46 subtract 17. Here we have 44 subtract 16. So of course this strategy, this type of breaking apart is going to work the best. All right, when your subtrahend is a teens number, okay, that ends with T. Now let's take a look at this. We're looking at 72 subtract 17. Okay, now yesterday we learned that when we break apart, these two numbers need to match. That's not the case when we're breaking apart a teens number like 17. The first thing we're going to do is make a tent and break that 17 apart into 10 and 7. So today, all of our numbers here are going to be the number 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. Okay, and we're doing that because we love to subtract with tens and work with tens. So instead of trying to make the minuend a tens number, we're doing it a little differently. We're going to subtract 10 from that number. So let's take a look. We're starting at 72 on our number line. Okay. First off, all right, we're done with this 17. We've broken it apart. We're going to hop down 10. And so basically, we're thinking 72 subtract 10. And you can do that in your head. What is it? 62. 72 subtract 10 is 62. Now from this point, okay, you can hop down further. You can break it apart further like they did and go minus 2 into 60 and minus 5. Or you can just keep it as a 7 and go, okay, I'm at 62. I'm going to hop down 7 and I end up at 55. Okay. And then look, this is kind of interesting. When we add up these jumps we made, 10 plus 2 plus 5, we end up with what? 17. So we're talking about how there's a relationship between addition and subtraction, okay? All right, so we learned that if we start at 72 and we break apart the 17 into 10 and 7, I'm going to do 72 subtract 10 is what? 62. And 62 subtract 7 is what? 55. Okay? All right. Don't worry if it's a little bit confusing. I think it will get easier. Let's look at number 1. Okay? Let me adjust this here. Okay. The directions say break apart the number you are subtracting and write the difference. All right, here we go. Of course, we have our teens number. So we're going to break that 18 apart into what, everybody? 10 and 8. Now they broke that 8 apart even further into 3 and 5. And you'll notice here that our 3 and our 3 here match. If you want to do that, you can. If it's too much, then don't worry about it. Okay? So 43. 43. Put your finger or your pencil on 43. And we're hopping down how many? Minus what? 10. What's 43 minus 10? 43. Yeah, that's going to hop us right down to 33. Okay? So I'm just going to do a light line. Hop us down to 33. Now, we can break this apart further. Okay? Or we can just hop down the 8. It's up to you. I think I'll just hop down the 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And where do I end up, everybody? 25. Oh, if you ended up at 26, try it again. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where did we end up? 25. Now if you want to break it apart further like they did, then when you get to 33, you would hop down 3 to 30, and then you'd hop down your 5 to 25. Okay, let's move on and try the next one. Number 2, we have 45 subtract 14, our teens number. So let's break apart 14 into what? 10 and 4. Okay? So start on 45. So we're done with the 14. We're going to do 45 subtract 10 and then subtract 4. So we've got to hop down 10 and then 4. So 45 subtract 10 is what? 35. Yep. Start at 45 and hop down 10 to 35. Then what do I do? And then I've got to subtract, hop down 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I end up where? 31. 31. Good. Okay. Next one. Number 3. 46 subtract 17. I've got a teens number. What am I going to break this 17 into? I heard 10 and what? 7. Good. Okay. Now, where do I start on my number line, everyone? 46. Kind of hard. I'm left-handed, so it's kind of a pain. My arm's in the way. Okay. So 46. And I'm going to hop down how many? 10. If I hop down 10, where does that put me?
36.
Yep, hopping down 10 to 36. Now, I've got to hop down what?
7.
7. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where do we end up?
29.
Yeah, 29. Now, if I wanted to break this apart further, what would I break this 7 into? Do you know? Yeah, because I've got a 6 here. So my second tenth is going to be 6 and 1. So I'd go from 46, subtract 10, subtract 6, and subtract 1. Okay, so those are the numbers that I'm subtracting. Or I just break 17 into 3 different numbers. All right, let's try number 4. What am I going to tenth 16 into, everybody? Good, 10 and 6. Okay. Now if I'm going to tenth again, my second tenth, I have a 4 here, so what am I going to tenth the 6 into? Oh, you guys are so good. 4, yeah, I've got to have a 4 and a 2. So now I'm going to do 44, subtract 10, subtract 4, subtract 2. Circle those if it helps you to remember. We're done with the 16 and the 6. We broke them apart. So basically we're saying, okay, 16 is 10 plus 4 plus 2, which it is. So start at 44. Hop down how many? 10. And where does that put us?
34.
Very good. 34. I'm at 34. Now I'm going to hop down how many?
6.
I'm going to hop down 6, but I can break that. I already broke that 6 into what? 4. Because that, when I hop down 4, that's going to get me to what?
30.
30. And then I need to hop down that 2, which is going to get me where?
28.
Yes, 28. Okay, good work. I know that that's a little bit tricky. All right. Okay, go ahead and look for part 2 on this video. We'll see you in a bit.